Hi guys, Kobe, and today we are going to do our fourth episode of the simulators, which is a Newcastle United career mode, which we only simulate games, as you can tell. So we're on the 1st of November. We go in a game home against Liverpool, and we actually draw 1-1 with Sammy Amiobi getting the goal. I was just thinking it was Shole Amiobi, but it's Sammy Amiobi. But we try and get a few people to sign contracts because they are running out. And a few decline here, and we give Amiobi another offer, and then see what he comes back with later. So this is a 10-minute video. I'm going to be releasing this on Easter Day. I'm going to do a schedule upload because I am actually away for the weekend, so I actually making this on the Friday just before I go. So hopefully you lot can understand, and there won't be a video up on the Friday, which is today, or the Saturday, but there will be one on the Sunday. I don't know if I'm gonna put this on the Saturday or the Sunday. Probably on the Sunday because it's officially Easter Day, isn't it? So we get our next game against West Bromwich Albion, and we win 2-1 on a simulation. Ings and Ferreira getting the goals for us, and I don't know who got it from. Then we we just do a bit of team management, and then we go into our game against QPR at home, and there's a few people leaving on international duty soon, so that just warned us there, and we simulate the game against QPR, so we are the St James's Park against QPR, and we do simulate it eventually, and it is a 1-0 win. Charlie Austin getting the goal. What is this? So we actually get international offer from Poland, and we just reject it. Like I said, we are taking England. We are not taking any other country, unless I feel like it may be a better choice. But England usually come up quite in the first season if you're in the Premier League or a team like that, because obviously when you get your Spain's, your Germany's and Brazil's, you usually have to be quite established manager. But we just beat good old West Ham United 2-0 on a simulation, and then we go into our next game against Sheffield Wednesday in the cup. I think it's the Capital One Cup. I think it's the quarterfinals. Something, yeah, quarterfinals. So if we win this, we're through to the semis, and then I think that's Wembley. I'm not sure though, but we win 2-0, so we are through. And Haidara getting a goal, who I brought him in for the left back instead of Santon. So we actually go simulate a few days. We got our international offer from India, which we reject because, like I say, we are only taking England. And then we go into our next game. I think it's against Chelsea. Yeah, it is against Chelsea at home. Well, that's St James Park again. I was going to say Stamford Bridge, but we're home on the 6th of December. So we are coming up to the January transfer window. I do actually do a bit of it in this episode, but I will. It isn't all over, so I'll just warn you that. So we get a 2-2 draw against the likely champions this year in real life, obviously. And Lacazette getting 2 goals, so that's pretty good. And then straight after, we go in a game against Arsenal, and we win 1-0, which is pretty good. And, well, I wasn't really expecting that from a Newcastle team, really, anytime soon. But Ferreira getting the goals, which is pretty good. And we get an international job offer from Romania, so we already have 3 this episode, which is pretty decent. But obviously, we still haven't got England yet, which is a bit frustrating. But we offer Rolando Aaron's contracts. He keeps rejecting our man, this Jack Alnick guy. He looks like a quite bad keeper. So I don't really mind if he left, but I think he does eventually accept one. I'm not sure though. But we go into our next game against Sunderland. So it says Colback visited his old teammate. So we're actually playing them against Sunderland, so it is a derby in the North East, but we win it 3-1, so we're a bit different to Alan Pardew and always lose them, which is pretty decent, as that's pretty what they need to do, because they are probably a better team than Sunderland, and they never really win. But we beat Burnley 2-1, and Jack Alnwick accepts, and Rolando Aaron's declined. But I think I just delete the email, and you can move on at the end of the seson unless I decide to give him another offer, which I may do soon. But nevertheless, we go into our simulation game against Man United. We had pretty tough opposition. We had Chelsea, Arsenal. Now we've got Man United in this episode so far. So you don't get that from many career mode episodes. But we do actually lose 3-1 I think, or 2-1, I can't really remember. And that was pretty shocking with our game coming up against Everton. From just crushing the Manchester to Liverpool now. So that's the team we go with, and we will be going into this game against Everton towards the end of October. So we go for it, and we simulated. We win 2-0 with De Jong getting both goals, and we go in our next game against Burnley, who I think we already played in this episode, and on the 1st of November, and we won 3-0, so that was pretty good. And it was 1st of January, sorry, actually. And we go into the transfer window, and we get an offer from Crystal Palace and Barcelona for Lacazette, but he ain't going anywhere, so I just reject all offers. And we put an inquiry in for Boubacar, and then we have a look for Batshuayi, who is a striker, quite young and has quite a big potential. And we go through, and they say Vincent about Bar's a bit or recently joined, and we sell Tim Krul because he actually wanted to leave. We put him on transfer list because he said he was unhappy and he wanted to leave. So we put in a bid for Leno here at 14 million. So basically all the money we have, but we could make a bit more because we do have quite a lot of wages from the Krul departure. And then we get another win against Blackpool in the FA Cup 3-0, which is pretty solid, but should be really, well, we did beat them, but we should really be beating them by more, because in real life they are bottom of the Championship. But we get a £7 million offer from Bayern Munich for Bakali here, but we just reject it because I don't think he should be going anywhere. And if they want that much from him now, maybe at the end of the season in January, no, not in August or July, they'll want to maybe pay a bit more. But we find this Ali Amada guy, goalkeeper, we just sign him on a pre-contract from Toulouse, who's I think around the 70 high, low 70 rated sort of area, so like 74, 73. And then we have a look through, and we come over Perrin, and we just inquire about him, and Bayern Munich want Adam Campbell now. We were just like, do you have 5-6 million for him? And then they were just like, nah, just forget it. So, well, that was the end of that really. And then we get the inquiry back for Perrin, and they want 19 million, but we bid about 10 million because I know he isn't worth that much. They just want the money for him. And Bayer 04 rejects, and Batshuayi doesn't want it. And then Bayern Munich just say they don't want to pay that much, which is understandable. And then this Ali Amada guy accepts his contract, and that, which is pretty good. So we got a good goalkeeper, backup keeper next year. And then Switzerland, we reject that. And then Perrin, we put another offer, including Gutierrez, because I didn't really want him, and he never really gets in the team. All he does is complain. So I just thought, you can have him, and then we'll leave as that. So thanks for watching, guys, and well, subscribe, leave a like, and see you next time.